Hi, welcome to Sugar Free. This is the Daily Tarot for Wednesday the 17th of November 2021. I've shuffled, so I'll cut. Oops, that was a bit messy. And this is a Major Arcana reading. Death. The Magician. And World in Reverse. Oof. Okay. Right, that's quite intense. Right. Well, we're in the thick of something here, and we're very busy with it. We're very busy with it. Death here is busy. Death is always busy. People are coming into the world, being conceived and being born, and people are leaving the world at every moment of every day. Okay, we'll just say that. That is a busy, busy force. But it's also an impersonal force. It's not like some people do and some people don't. Everybody does. And in that respect, it is democratic, like nothing else is democratic. Nobody gets away with it, basically. And what we see here in the crowns and the weapons and the tools and the books and the jewels and all of it, doesn't matter what your status is. All the things for which we strive in our lives, security, status, renown, power, all of that is absolutely immaterial to this. Okay. So the message I'm getting from this, certainly from these two cards, is that rather than focusing on what you want, focus on what you can do. Because what you want is impermanent. It's vulnerable to this. But what you can do, your capacity, is ever evolving. And the wish to do, which is what this card is. Card number 1, the Magician, following on from the 0 card, the Fool. The 0 card is the card of infinite potential. The fact that with every breath, we create a new world. We enter into a new world. And who knows what can happen? It's just an unspeakable, indescribable freedom in that. Card number 1, following straight on from that, is, so what shall I do? What shall I make? Yeah, it's the card of capacity and the card of manifestation. So I think what we're getting here is focus on what's right in front of you and what you can do now, what you can do today. Because long term, I mean, it's great to have long-term goals, but be aware that what motivates the majority of our long-term goals is basically wealth and security and freedom. Snicker snack, it all gets cut down in the end. So focus on what is right in front of you, the next step. All right, because this ain't where it's at today, all this paraphernalia down here. Okay, then we have the World in Reverse. So we're on the road with something here. We're in the process of something here. And whatever we achieve by focusing on the next step, on putting one foot in front of the other in order to move us forward, is not in this reading going to lead us to our destination. Okay, it's just not. That's what the world in reverse is telling me. This is about process. This is about focusing on the process rather than on the destination. Okay. Moon in the upright. Okay, there's stuff we can't see directly. And yeah, okay, what I'm getting from this is what happens with our eyes when we look at something very, very close in front of us, and then what's gone on here? Oh, it is recording. Is it still recording? Yes, it's still recording. I saw, yeah, there we go. When we focus on something right in front of us, and then we focus on something far away, the muscles in our eyes need to contract and expand and contract and expand. And what I'm getting here is difficulty in this moon card, difficulty in controlling that process. We're not sure whether what we're looking at is far away or close to us. And we need to zoom in at some point and zoom out at some point. And as I say, the invitation on the table today is to zoom in. Zoom in on the next little step forward, the next thing to be done. But I think there's clearly a desire to look at the bigger picture, to lift our eyes, to look to the horizon and look to the hills and the mountains beyond the next little bit of the journey that we have to take. And yeah, what I'm getting from this is that is not advised. It's not advised because it's going to lead to difficulties with focusing. Hermit in reverse. Okay. Again, an invitation to resist over focusing on the contemplative. It's not ourselves we need to be focusing on today. It's some form of action, some form of activity. And I mean, okay, it's to do with us because it's activity that we do, but focus on the activity rather than the self that is carrying out that activity. I saw a post recently about procrastination. It's like, how do you get yourself motivated? How do you break procrastination? And one really, really good way to do it is to just force yourself, set a timer for 15 minutes or even 10 minutes or even 5 minutes, and just make yourself do the thing that you're putting off. Just make yourself do it just for that limited time. Say to yourself, it's just that limited time to do it. And however I feel about it, whatever I believe about it, whatever, and this is hermit energy, whatever is at the root, the spiritual root, the psychological root of my motivation on this, it's like, where am I going with this long term? What is my goal? And this is like, forget about all that. Forget about all that. Just magician energy. Set the timer, crack into it. And there's a very, very, very high chance that if you do that, you will break the log jam. Okay. There we go. Breaking the log jam. Chariot in the upright. Okay, so the Chariot is the card of moving forward with something in the very early stages of moving forward with acting on a decision. The decision having been made in the previous card number 6, the Lovers. So action is invited today. It's not going to get us to the end of our journey. It's not going to take us all the way to the destination. It's not going to do the whole job. What it is going to do is the next little bit of the job. And as I say, it doesn't really matter what the motivation is, whether we sort of really feel sort of invested in this, and just do it. Just do it. Just take that next step, just the one, and get the ball rolling. Okay, I'm going to leave that there. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.